Hello everybody and welcome back to Smalland. I am Kiduni and today we are going to be continuing one of our building projects. Last time we built this little snazzy little pavilion to kind of look out over the owl statue, and today we're going to continue on down the path, and I think we're going to do a bridge today. I think that's going to be our goal. So we're going to try to use our time wisely and come down here to our first little hazard of the game, which is the water crossing. Yeah, over here. Kind of where the two beaches connect. I think that would probably be the best idea. Let's take a closer look. And of course, as always, we have stormy weather. It just always seems to happen that way. Yeah, so our bridge kind of leads over here to the statue, and if we look up there, we can see our owl pavilion. So we'll actually be able to see our bridge from the owl pavilion, which I think is kind of cool. So let's get out our... we don't have it on right now. Let's get out our building tool, and we're going to see if we can angle this right. Now, going across water can be a little bit difficult because you can only build so far with the wood pieces without it having a foundation related to it. We also want to kind of keep it a little even too. So maybe like right here-ish. We may reduce some of this. Let's see how far that these... Actually, you know, we're going to want to go up. So we're going to use this as our base. And then we're actually going to go straight into ladders, I think. We'll stick with the wood ones. So I do want to kind of go up on the wood here. And then we're going to do 4 ladders here. Now from there, we're going to use just regular wood things to see how far we can get out before it gives us a little bit of an issue. We've got to be careful because even with our snazzy armor, we are still very vulnerable to water, and we don't want to die. No, we don't. Get a little bit closer there. There. Actually, if we go up, well, let us just build across. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. We'll see. See if it'll... Yeah, like that. There we go. See how far it's going to let us build before... yeah, right here is our limit. Now, what do we do about that? I think what we'll try to do is we'll try to get some temporary supports underneath, and then we can always remove them. So maybe if we try like the reinforced like here-ish. See if maybe... no, I won't do that. Let me if I had like a foundation underneath. We're going to kind of learn this together. So if I ever bring foundations out a little bit more... and these will only be temporary, like I said. Okay, so that's that. And then we'll use a reinforced beam. Kind of connect these two. I'm kind of curious. I actually haven't tried this myself to see if this will provide the support we need to continue going across. Until we can get... yeah, see, now we can build 1, 2, 3 to right about there, which I think will be okay. Now, we might have to do the same on the other side, because I don't think this will... see how many we can get here. Maybe like 1 less. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, 1 less. See, can we extend anything out to provide just a little bit more support until we can get across? Because I think if we get across there, the support on both sides will allow us to do what we need to do. If we were to provide a couple more wood... whoop, not... look at that connected very well. Oh, no, it's right here. We're going to take that one off real quick. Nope. That's tricky snaps, or I'm going to lose all the wood down the water. Get that. Oh, that's actually low. It is to get almost there. Can we actually put a foundation there now? Not quite. But if we were to put in another reinforce, oops, like right here, and that allow us to get enough across. Let's find out. No, it's not going to count because it's going to want thing, but we might actually get a little bit closer here. How far can we? So right here, so we are really close. Like, I bet if we were to build like, if we were so close, if we had just enough to go right there, that would work. Now, can we build? The goal is to get it built, to provide the structure, and then we might be able to do what we need to do. So I'm going to kind of duplicate this a little bit. Can we jump up here without losing in the water? Yeah. So we're going to do the same thing here. Now again, this won't be permanent, but it's going to provide us what we need to do the basic building. We just want enough to where we can get a structure. Not enough there. Can we go one more there? No. Provide some beams. Of course, we're out of, what is it, bark or wood? Okay, I'm going to go run and grab some bark. So I'm going to pause right here, and we'll be right back as soon as I gather the materials that we need. All right, we're back, and obviously you can see that some time has passed here. It did take me a little bit to figure out some things. And I didn't want to just be recording nonstop without having any answers. So you can see I kind of got the basic build of the bridge that I want going over, and it kind of goes over and nicely down to this side. Now, to show you kind of what I did and how to make this work, is that I kind of came over to this side here, and we're going to take some things out and hope that the integrity holds. But I had to build some foundations here with some reinforced boards here to try to get it enough to where I could get over to the other side where the foundations are there. Now, we're going to start taking this out, and we're going to see where the bridge falls apart and where we actually do need to reinforce it so it stays up. So we're going to take all this out here, this all the way over here. We're going to see that we lost a little integrity there. So we're going to see what we need to do to reinforce it to make it stay up there. I'm also a little bit afraid of taking this one out, but we're going to see what happens there too if we take these out too. Okay, so it seems that we lost integrity mostly on this side, which is okay. Obviously, we can't build there. So what we will try to do is we'll try to move some of the foundations here forward, see if we can gain back some of that. I'm wondering maybe it might be better to do it from the other side. Let me try that first, because I don't want to have too much underneath if I can avoid it. So we're going to get a little bit of a a running start here, kind of, and we're going to glide on over. That's a foundation, that's a floor. Let me take these out and see if we can't add some foundations this way. We won't be able to get it there, and we won't be able to get it there. So that gives us one more foundation. If we build up some reinforcement on this side to kind of give it just a little bit more integrity, and see if we can't do this on this side too. Although it's hard to get to snap here because of the snow. See where well, maybe we'll do it here in the middle. And we'll go up there too. Let's see if we gain back any more integrity from that. And so you're going to do this in your own build. You're just going to kind of have to play around with, especially because each part of the map will be a little bit different. So we gain back there 1 and just 1. So now let's see if maybe we can gain 1 more on this side by adding maybe 2 more foundations over here. 1, 2, and we'll provide some reinforcement for it. I don't necessarily need this, but I kind of like them anyways. Kind of come to the corner here, put 1 there. 1 in the middle, we can get the snap, and 1 right there. Now, will that give us the integrity we need? I want to show you how I did these steps too in a moment. That'd be enough to get us across? Yep. All right. So that gets rid of some of the excess on the side, so we don't need to do any crazy builds over here. I'm going to see if I can't even that out a little bit over there as well. Let's collect some of the materials right here. That way we just don't have all this stuff just sitting around. And the hardest part of this is almost over. And you're going to ask me, I know a lot of you are going to ask me, how did I get these stairs to go down? I'm going to show you that in a moment. It's a little bit of a trick of the eye, but once you realize what I've done, you'll totally understand. Okay, I kind of want to see if we can get this. We'll probably have to build from the top here. That'll probably be the smarter move. From there, and see if we can't get that to go right there. Yeah, there we go. All right, that kind of evens it out a little bit. Provide some of the look I'm going for. Let's go up the stairs and collect these materials. Get these hanging ones right here. Okay, now a lot of you might be asking, well, how did you get the stairs on these sides to go down? Well, it definitely is a trick of an eye. And you can see right here where the snow doesn't really continue. You'll notice that there's actually a set of 2 steps there. For right now, you can't build steps down, and maybe there's a better way of doing it. But if you're coming from the front here, you don't really notice it too much. And that's okay with me. And I'll kind of show you how I did. So I'm going to take one of these out. You're going to see that the original stairs kind of stop there. What I do is I get my stairs up here, and I actually go into the close placement options, and I turn magnet off. What this allows me to do is to kind of clip things into each other, and you can see as I kind of pull up there, I can actually clip the stairs into one another. And I just try to get it as close as I can to where the eye doesn't notice it. And then I'll build off of there. But since I already got 1 set, once you get 1 on there, you can magnet, and you can just magnet it to the set of stairs you built. And so if you're looking from the front, you don't really see it too much unless you're looking really closely. And we're going to do some masking on the side here, so you don't really see this too much, hopefully. All right, so we have the basic build, what we're looking for. We have a bridge that goes over water, but we have a couple problems that we need to fix. The first one, obviously, is with every build that we do, we have to make sure it's covered so it doesn't degrade on us. And I'm actually going to add 2 little boards, maybe a little up, to kind of give it the similar feeling that we had on the other side. We're just going to allow it to clip in there a little bit, and we're going to build these. We can't do it there because of the rock. Can we harvest this rock? I think that's probably going to be in the way, isn't it? Let me turn off magnet real quick and see if we can find it on this side where it'll let us do it. That's unfortunate. It's going to be the rock to cause. Can we kind of go forward a little bit, maybe? In front of the rock? I want to have the same kind of wood pattern in front of it. Let me delete this. I may have to go without that too. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Let's see if we can get around this rock some way. I don't think it's going to make a difference, but we'll give this a try real quick. See if we can't get rid of this rock. See if maybe that'll allow us to do it. What's our thing on? It is on 6. Let me try this again. Did kind of like that and that. Can we... Oh, we got to turn magnet back on. Okay, okay, so if we took the rock out, okay, cool, it worked. So we have a little bit of board kind of leading up here, and it's the same on the other side to give us kind of a little bit more symmetry that we're looking for in our builds. Awesome. Okay. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to build up the covering on the main part of the bridge here. Things that we probably want to use, like I like the door frames building on the bridge. I think it just gives it a really cool look as you're going across. Ooh, don't do that. Don't do that. Please be careful and don't be like me, and make sure that you build carefully without deleting things that are important. We're going to continue with the door frames here. I want to build these all the way across. Like this. Not enough structural support? Really? Interesting. We'll take a look at that in a second. Let me see if we can build. Maybe we got to build from this side. Will that make the difference? Okay. So we got to build from both sides too. So keep that in mind as well. That it wants you to build from both sides. Yeah, so and then we gotta start building from this side to connect it to keep that structural support that it wants. Yeah, okay, so this gives it kind of a cool little view outside of it that we can now build up on. Now, how high do we want to go on our bridges? Let's take a look at the roof pieces. So I think these were the ones I was thinking at first, because you can kind of just connect them both on each side. So maybe if we did something like this and this, and we did that all the way across. Does that feel high enough? Let's give it a try. Let's build it across and see how it looks. Ooh, we're gonna be... already running out of support here. Alright, let's try from this side. We'll see about some reinforcements if we need them. The building system in this game is interesting and annoying at the same time. I want to be able to do everything I want, but it just makes it really complicated sometimes. Let's see how far we can get over here before it gives us an issue. Alright, so we got 2 there. Alright. We'll continue this off as much as we can, and then we'll see about what support we need to add to continue this. It's really interesting that it's going off of that. What can we do? So we got some there. If we were to add like one more pillar here, would that make any difference? I don't necessarily like that, and I don't think it's going to let me go into the ground here, but let me back this off a little bit. Okay, that'll work. But will it be enough to allow us to continue the roof? I don't really know what they quantify as having extra structural support. Like if that's actually going to make a difference. It doesn't look like it does. If we were to add something in the middle here, would that make a difference? Like if we... that's not going to work. Man, they make it so complicated. It's really weird that I can build here, but it won't let me build on the other side. What can we do to add a little more integrity? Like, I don't think I can add another foundation here. I think we already determined that that wasn't a possibility. Can we fake it a little bit? Yeah, like if we brought this in a little bit. Because we can't attach it to there, but if we were to do something like this. Let me turn magnet off real quick. So we can kind of fake it in there a little bit. Like if we did something like that, will that make a difference? Although I'd want to move that back a little bit. Don't want it to look too ugly. But we'll do what we gotta do. Okay, so we can't snap there, but if we do come out a little bit right there, that does connect to that pillar now. Well, maybe a little bit. Let me delete these and see if I can attach these straight to this. Can we... Oh, we gotta turn snapping back on. Our magnet back on. There we go. That looks a little better. Now connect that up. I like that. Oh, shoot. Jeez. This game's fun sometimes. Annoyingly fun. Okay, will that give us anything? Looks like we got one more back. Not enough to do two. Now we'll give us both sides. Probably not. Oh, we got both sides. All right, we got one more. So it looks like we might have to try to do something on the other side, but I don't think we can because I think we got too much water underneath. I think at this point we have too much going on. Where's our foundations? Can we attach a little bit more here? No. If we turn magnet off, can we get away with a little bit more? I don't like having to do too much of this, though. We moved it in a bit. Oh, I see a little. We can do a little bit there. Right there. And we can do like a center one. I don't like this. It's gonna make it ugly. But I guess we gotta do what we gotta do to make it work, right? And then we'll see about what we can do to make it a little more feasible. Right there. Does that stick up to the floor too? I hope not. Oh, it does. Boo! Alright, let's take that one out. I don't want it sticking to the floor. Definitely. That's a no-go for me. Can we come down from the center here? Like that. Get rid of this one. Select these up. Okay, gives us a little more integrity right here in the center. Is it enough to give us our roof? I think I really have to do some masking. Looks like it. Okay, there's that side. Now we got this side. Alright, now the question of the moment here is, with that reinforced there, can we get rid of some here on the side? Like, do I need this pillar now? Let's find out. Okay, don't need that one. Do I need this? No. Okay, that gets rid of some of it. I wonder if maybe I could do something a little bit more fun. What quantifies is... Okay, so we may have to just suck up having that little piece in the middle there. Which doesn't make me happy, but it gives us what we need, at least to make the top part look really nice. So let me guys know. Let me know in the comments below. Do you guys find these things really frustrating? Is it just something you accept? Like me, sometimes you just kind of just do what you want to do. And just ignore the inconsistency sometimes. All right. Okay, so that gives us that part. Now those are protected, but our stairs here, doesn't look like these need to be foundations. Do these ones count as... Okay, so it doesn't look like the stairs have to be under shelter, which may work to our advantage. But we'd have to get rid of these. So if we were to get rid of these, and hopefully that doesn't get rid of too much integrity, we still can climb up well enough over here, and that means we can go on the side and do the same thing over here. These are okay. These don't need to be covered, so we can delete before we do that. Okay, this might get really ugly really quickly. Okay, don't. All right, we're okay. All right, so we may just not have the front part there. Okay, so we got the covered part. Now I like the railings to go along with this, so we're gonna grab some railings real quick, because these fit really nicely in between these. Like this, and just kind of chase it all the way down in the door frames. However, I know the railings have to be undercover, which is unfortunate too, because I'm going to show you what I want to do versus what we can do. Okay. All right, that gives us a nice little railing thing kind of go, gives it a little bit more of a bridgey look. What I would like to do, or be able to do, is go down with these, but the railings need to be undercover, because you can kind of use these to kind of go along the staircases if you attach it to here-ish. The other side might be a better way to show this one, where I don't have the secondary steps, I think. Yeah, you could kind of go down like this, which I think is neat, but these have to... Hold on. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, those... Now it's not showing their thing, so maybe I can do it. Hold on. Bam. Bam. Like that. Okay, let me turn this off real quick. Okay, okay, maybe they changed it. Or maybe it just wasn't for the diagonal ones. These are not showing me that they need to be sheltered. Do the same thing on the other side. I thought that was going to be a problem, but apparently it won't be. Okay, see if we can get away with doing it on this side. It's going to be hard to make it snap because we have the double stairs. Like that. And then... it's gonna look really kind of bad there. So we can do halfway up that way. I mean, if we cross over a little bit, does it make it look really, really bad? Kinda. Can we get away with not magneting them? Hold on. If we turn magnet off, can we kind of do the same thing we did before? Kind of push it in a little bit and kind of get it to link up like we did that. We might be able to do it. Hold on. I'm gonna try on this side. They would have to come back a little bit more. Nah, it doesn't link up very well, does it? I mean, I'd really preferably like to have more of it up here and connecting, but it looks like it's gonna... I mean, that's not horrible, but not great either. I mean, we could try doing something if I pulled it down a little bit more, like on this side of it, although I want to be even as well with the other railing. I mean, I'm going to have to be forgiven a little bit. And I'm going to try to mask this side a little bit. I'll show you what I mean by that. We're going to leave that alone for a moment. And I'm going to look at see what we can start doing about some masking. What I mean by masking is kind of what we did on the other side. Which is get it to kind of hide the skeleton of the bridge a bit more. So we don't see some of this stuff. We hide it a little bit better. Just enough to where So we don't see some of the inconsistencies. The only problem with that is whether or not we can build walls down into the dirt a little bit. Like, will it allow us to snap to this? Probably not. But we could probably, because we're not magneting, hold on. Like, that allow us to do that. And then that. But not here. I'd want to keep them even. If I were to build another one here, could I flip that down? Probably not. Like, if I were to do an advanced rotate on this one, humor me for a second. That would not make a difference, would it? Still won't let me build into the ground even if I wanted to. I was hoping maybe I could have the snap point there and then just rotate it down. What else did we got that we can maybe do something with? I mean, if I were to come back the other way like this. Like if I were to use rotate to kind of, not that way necessarily. No, I'm still trying to figure out how this one works. I'm cold too, and I'm hungry. I'm gonna die when I'm trying to build. Let's eat some food real quick. Should have probably switched out to my warmer armor. But this should keep us at least from dying. But I want to. The goal is just to try to get as much of this hidden as possible. Oop! Don't die! Don't die! Don't die! Don't die! Like I'd probably want to snap to the thing. So I may just have to leave the bottom there. So we can probably delete that. That's okay. And then kind of leave that the way it is. Can we do that on the same on this side though? So really, honestly, I'd probably want to have that there. And then use the corner piece here. There we go. And then do the same thing there. It just leaves, it's just a little ugly on the bottom there. And I kind of want to keep it consistent. So let me delete this. Delete that. And add just a regular wall there. So that one's on that side. There's two there. Can I do another half wall here? Just to hide it. And then do kind of the same thing here. No, because then you're crossing over a little bit. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great either. The things I keep trying in this game. But now we're getting some major clipping there. And that's annoying. It's not gonna let me do that either. I was hoping I'd just be able to kind of go down to the bottom here. All right, let's get rid of the stuff that's gonna clip. Just stick with the stuff that we know. I'll come back to it. Maybe I'll think of something as we go along. I don't want to spend too much time doing things that I'm just gonna change anyways. So delete that one and delete that one. Okay, so we'll leave those alone for now. It gets rid of some of it. The point is to not have a completely ugly look when we're coming across, but it's looking okay. Okay. Now on this side, we're just gonna kind of follow the staircase down because we don't have to worry about this one too much. There and there, and a nice little wall there, and we can follow this whole thing up. There and there, one there, one there, and attempt to do the same thing on this side. We're gonna have a wall right here, and then do the half walls right here. 1 and 2. Okay. So if we're kind of gonna go up here and take a look at it, see what we got going on. See, we come all the way underneath there, so I almost going to feel like we complete that design, or else it's gonna look kind of like a use a word to describe a word, incomplete on this side. So all the way out to where we have this the second support here. Nope, not that side. Right here. There. I'm gonna delete this. I may actually put some reinforced right here. That way I can connect a nice little wall here again to keep that going. Right there, right? That even? Yep. And we'll do the same on this side, and we have to go. Ooh, we're gonna die again. No. All right, right back. All right, and we're back. So I just went ahead and finished it off a little bit on this side. So what I had to do eventually was come over to this side, and I actually deleted this wall here, which allowed me to get access to kind of fill in just the blocky area right there, which kind of got rid of that middle pillar as well, which actually makes me very happy. So we're kind of still disguising that middle support that we had to put in there. So I'm pretty happy with that overall. Things we can do going forward, and maybe I will kind of make it a little better. We're gonna kind of take a little bit of a broad view from here, and it's not perfect yet. Like preferably, let me get these out of here. I would have liked to go around the bottom here, but it doesn't look like we're gonna be able to do that. But for the most part, it's not too bad, and I might find some creative ways to kind of mask this in the future. To kind of give it a better bridging look, and maybe find some fun things to kind of do some cross beams or something like that. But it's kind of hard to work in the water. But overall, it's not too bad. We got a nice little bridge now, kind of going over here, and we'll go back and we'll do some lighting and stuff like that. I'm probably going to do a video here of kind of going back and making things look better. But for right now, I'm just looking for some nice basic designs, and we'll continue making things look pretty as we go along. And if I do any major changes to anything, I'll definitely cover it in one of the videos as we go along. But yep, you can see kind of how I took an approach to it, how to take care of things like getting across the water in the first place, so your whole bridge holds up. So you may have to put some extra supports in, stuff like that. I might be able to add some more foundations here and kind of go up to kind of maybe even it out a little bit. I might play with it a little bit off camera to do that. But if I change anything major, I will probably come back and cover any of the changes that I did. From here, you really can do whatever it is you want. If you want to put like little reinforcements all along it, I mean, I'll show you kind of what that looks like. It kind of comes down to your own personal choice, how much materials you want to dedicate to something like a bridge. But really, to make things look a little bit better, you can kind of come along the way here and just do reinforcements all the way down, and it kind of gives you just a little bit more of a just the word I'm looking for? You can accentuate it a little bit, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Gets rid of some of the cracks. You can kind of do that. You also have these other ones, these regular ones, depending on what you're, if you want just like a plain wood look, it would look like that, which is not too bad either. I kind of like the change in color a little bit. It kind of gives you like a more of a different types of wood used. So I would probably stick with the reinforced pillars rather than the regular pillars. But yeah, so it's kind of really up to you what you do from here, and maybe you'll find some better ways to change it up and to make it look a little bit more symmetrical in your own builds. Again, I would love to hear from the community and see what you guys came up with. And I'd love to see the pictures of that. You can also go to my Discord. The link is down in the description below. Join up and show me some pictures of some of the things you did. I love sharing ideas and seeing how people, different people do things, and kind of reinforcing some of my own ideas and getting better at building. So yeah, feel free to come on the Discord and share that with me. Again, if you kind of do this look, you can see that it kind of does it on the outside too. Gives it a little bit more of a cool look. I don't know if we can't really come under here to do anything with these, unfortunately. If we took magnet off for a second, and this video is running a little bit longer than normal, but I wonder if maybe we could finagle that up a little bit. Yeah, so if you wanted to add a little bit more here, like if you wanted this beam to go all the way down, you could turn off magnet, and you could kind of add in an extra pillar here if you wanted to, just to kind of, you know, keep it up. But that's really up for you to decide how you want your own stuff to look, and kind of go from there. I'd love to see those. I just want to see what this looks like real quick. Obviously, I have to bring it down a little bit more, but you get the idea. So yeah, that's our bridge for now. If we feel like doing some things like putting some torches and stuff on it, there's a video I want to do with that's going to kind of probably be called lighting Smalland, and we'll come back to our builds and kind of light things up with kind of some of the cooler things. So I hope you like it. I hope this gives you some ideas in your own builds and your own playthroughs. You know, maybe you can take what I've done here and make it even better. That would be awesome. And yeah, come share it with me. Again, I would love to see it. So that is it for this episode. There's our first bridge across our first thing. Maybe we'll finish this up by running to our Owl Pavilion and taking a look, broad look down at our bridge. And I will have to decide what we're going to be doing next. Luckily, I'm going to be off work for a little while, for the next week, for a little bit of a break, which will allow me some more time to come do some more content in Smalland. I am just absolutely in love with this game, so I would love to have some extra time to come and do some more things. So there we go. Well, as we talked about, we now have a nice little view of our owl statue up there and our first bridge going over our first hazard. Again, if you like what I've done here, please hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss any more videos. Leave a comment down there for me. Let me know if you like this series and you want me to continue and seeing what I do. Again, I also switch over. I also stream over on Twitch. Again, the link for that is down in the description below if you want to see some of my playthroughs. I finished all the bosses this last week, so if you want to see me fighting all those and getting all the last little bits of stuff, please come over to Twitch and give me some love over there too, and catch some of my other series that I'm starting over there this next week. With that, I'm going to get out of here because this video is already run long enough. I love each and every one of you guys, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, guys.